Igbo ọma na-ege ntị, anyị ekele unu ọzọ n'ụbọchị uhuruchi tata a. Anyị sị unu nke onye chikwara ya zelu. A sị na ọ ya dịrị niile na mma. Nke a bụ ndị na-ekwu okwu maka nnwere onwe nke ndị Igbo and maka nnwere onwe nke Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Anyị asị unu ga-adị ka echi na echi ada agwụ agwụ. Ọ na-ekwuri na-akọ ya dị n'elu akwụkwọ a. Ise ọbụla dịka o si dị na anyị kwere unu nkwa na anyị ga-ewetara unu ihe ọbụla bụ update gbasara maka ihe na-eme n'ala Igbo and okwu ọbụla na-ekwu maka ala Igbo. Ọ nkwa anyị kwere unu ụmụ Chineke na anyị ga-ewetara unu. Alright, bana n'ụbọchị nke taa n'anya n'elu akwụkwọ ị ga-afụ mmadụ dịka Master of Prophet and Ijele. O were ya ifefa kwuru ihe a bụ an interrelation session between Master of Prophet and Ijele. And unu ma onye Ijele bụ ọfụma on stand by onye ndu Maazị Nnamdi Kanu and for Biafra. And unu makwano Maazị let me say Master of Prophet is on stand too. So mara kunu ga ya bụ ife ihe a dị ụzọ ịtọ anyị ga-epost ya mana nke a ka bụ nke izizi. Just ife ya agba mbọ bụ make sure you stay tuned to follow it gradually. This one is part 1. Or we're up to part 3 of it. So gaya bife and nimi and one the kwa ya to di teacher. Nama manunu gaya kuno reply with your own comment on the comment section below. Alright, over to you.
Guy Ibribu from Ireland. Oh yeah, with the pastor there. So today, Obi Demuto.
You may want to remove the comments because it's blocking the screen.
Okay, sorry. At least I put it because somebody said good things about you, good something. That's why I kept it there. I don't want to say Ijele Udo. I just put the good one. So you better suck it up a little bit. Actually, I'm case up. No. I just wanted you to suck it up like a sponge.
No, I'm a big boy, I can handle anything, so no problem.
No, here you don't need to handle anything. I get a chill down. I just wanted to let somebody also say good things about you instead of bringing Ijele Udo. Maybe with somebody that says I love Ijele. So today I want to say I love my brother Ijele. So, hello to how do you feel when I said I love my brother Ijele? Hello to you feeling?
No, of course, you are sending a good vibe my way. So, of course, I have to feel positive. I have to respond to the call of nature, which is positive vibe.
Thank you. Biko, what do you want me to call you, please?
You can call me anything you feel comfortable calling me. You call me Ijele or Chukwuka. My name is Chukwuka Chizoromo, and I'm from Umudu.
Today.
Choose anyone you like. Call me Ijele because it seems to be pissing some people off. Call me Ijele. Let's
I will call you Ijele.
Yeah.
My friend is our so many things. Some Napoya Sabo, even they call me Sabo. So so Hanapoya so many things. Then Apoya can. I want to me in the Ikagum. You say I want them work. Let him go. Okay. Yes, him no ya ways and that one mama. Nam boys and that woman. See, here he but I'm here got okay. And as long as Yahoo live it, him gonna boy on yes and already am my age. Chideke. Welcome, my brother.
Thank you. Happy to be here. My pleasure.
Okuge kaja no walile. Okuge shirike. Oku basara ge shirike chineke beranye bre. Ijele.
My brother.
Are you an enemy of the Igbo people?
Of course not. I'm not the enemy of Igbo people. Why would I be an enemy of my people? Why teaching them things, telling them things that at least according to those of them who are are confessing to me that they've not heard it before. Why would I be telling them the truth they've never come across in their whole life when I hate them? No, I don't hate my people. I love my people. That's why I'm telling them the truth.
Do you want to see one day for Igbo people to be free?
When we are talking about freedom, I would want us to, be specific on the type of freedom, because you have many spheres of life, many aspects of life. Life
Then
is
differentiate
not
them. You can differentiate
like,
them, no
if
problem.
you're talking about freedom from religion, of course, I am at the forefront of the fight against all.
That one is important.
I am at the forefront, and the merchants of the Christian faith in Nigeria. I'm not someone that needs introduction in their midst, because I've fought it, I've written things, I've made videos, and I've practically exposed a lot of them as fakes. So, on that front, I'm fighting for it. We are talking about political freedom. Of course, I want political freedom for my people. Then, what that political freedom means is a different story altogether. Because when
I'm not talking about what it means.
okay.
That was a simple question. A lot of people might hate you. I don't care. That's why I'm free. I'm independent. What I will start judging you from. I don't care what they say about you. That's why I'm Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. And first of all, are you a member of IPOB? Have you been a member of IPOB?
Never.
Okay. I am not a member either. So, you see? So I don't care. Here today, here my friend Ijele Udo. Any other thing, I don't care. Ijele, come joke again. Will you like one day to see Igbo people to have a separate country apart from Nigeria? It doesn't matter when, in 10 years, in 5 years, in 2 years, in 1 year, in 10, in 1,000 years. Would you be happy to see one day Ndi Igbo will have their own independent state?
If the opportunity presents itself,
Yes or no?
please, my brother, if
Go
the opportunity presents itself for it to happen, of course, I will want to see Nigeria divided into 8 places at least.
I'm not talking about Nigeria.
I'm talking, my brother, please. And Igbo people, as one of the dominant nations within the country of Nigeria, of course, I will want Igbo people to have theirs, but that is only if the opportunity presents itself, and when there is a clear road, a clear path to attaining that objective. Other than that, of course, I'm not going to put my people in harm's way and lie to them like some people, other people are doing. Of course, I want Igbo people to be free, have their own separate nation when the opportunity presents itself.
Fine. You have answered the question. Yes, you said your answer says yes. You want Igbo people to be free one day.
If the opportunity presents itself.
It's it's the same thing. So you want them. Look on here now all along. Wait here so. Ijele, tell me the best governor in Igboland, Igbo speaking area. The best governor.
Today?
That is alive, not the ones that are dead.
You mean the ones that are serving currently, or the ones that
currently?
Currently, the current ones?
Yes, please.
If I'll be honest, like I've always tried to be when I'm talking about politics, I would give that to the governor of Ebonyi State, Governor Dave Umahi, because I have a special attachment to that state. Not a lot of people know this. My grandmother is from Ebonyi State, and she's from one of the deepest parts of Ebonyi State, very close to Cross River State. She's from Ikwo, but when you talk about Ikwo, theirs is very, very deep, the deepest part of Ikwo. And from what I knew as a kid, and what people are telling me, and what I've seen in Ebonyi State, judging from where they started 21 years ago to where they are now, I would give the guy, by Nigerian standard, I would give him B plus, just by Nigerian standard. Then after that, I would rate the governor of Enugu State. That governor, if anything, he has managed to maintain the political stability of the state. He hasn't done much infrastructure-wise, but there are some hot waters he calmed down in Enugu State. I'm not going to say that he's someone I will let manage my business, but that stability alone and the peace people are living under, relative peace, I bet, in Enugu State, is very, very commendable.
So
then, okay, please.
One. I just said one.
Okay, sorry.
Can you kill Nnamdi Kanu if you have the opportunity?
If I have the opportunity?
Yes or no?
Please, let me answer this question, because this is a very tricky one. This is the type of segment they will go and edit and talk stupid things. If I see Nnamdi Kanu and he presents himself as a legitimate danger to me, as a legitimate danger to my life, of course, I would take his first before he takes mine. Other than that, why would I want to take his life?
No. I'm not talking about self-defense.
No, if not, I've never killed, there is I do separate murder from killing. To me, generally, killing is not bad. You put an end to anything that has a negative spirit that is going to disturb your peace or the peace of the people around you. It could be the peace of your community. If anyone doesn't present a danger to me, why would I kill the person? Of course, I wouldn't kill him unless I'm under threat.
Did you listen to the audio message that was leaked the other day about our brother planning with the Vatican trying to assassinate Nnamdi Kanu? And what was your take? That was an audio message leaked the other day. I don't know whether it is authentic or not, but maybe everybody had it. So what was your take on it? They said we had...
I didn't hear the audio message. You may want to tell me what was in the audio message.
That was a guy, one brother, talking about with an official.
Remember the comments.
No, I don't want to bring you comments to upset you.
No, you remove it because it's distracting the people. Some of them are...
Okay, sorry. Okay, sorry. There was a brother that were talking with the Vatican officials how to take out Nnamdi Kanu and take out some prominent IPOB leaders.
Vatican
this is what we overheard from the radio. Somebody that was speaking from...
Why would anyone at the Vatican take out Nnamdi Kanu? He poses no threat to them. Is there an imminent threat he is posing to them right now? I don't see it. So why would anyone at the Vatican, do they even know his name? You know, there is one of the problems I have with all these IPO. You are not a member of IPOB, right? Hello, can you hear me? Hello. Hello, can you hear me?
Are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, now I can hear you. You said
you are not a member of IPOB, right?
Me?
Yes, you are not a member of IPOB, right?
No, why? I'm not.
Okay, no, in this case, because I wanted to use some names I'm referring.
No,
Okay, okay,
no. I don't
okay.
know. I only know about Uche Mefo and the Nnamdi Kano. I don't think I know all the
No
whole
problem,
other
because
people.
I'm trying to return their favor. So
Mm.
one of the biggest problems I have with all these IPO pigs is that they try to invent everything, including crisis. There is nothing they wouldn't invent. They can cut a clip from your video and make a righteous statement, sound very indignant. And that is the problem I have with them. Their leader, who they refer to as their supreme leader, when they can mention the word correctly without using supreme leader, he is feeding them. He is craft. He has taught them the craft of deception, and this deception is the type of deception that is destructive to the mental state of his own people. Like that thing, why would anyone even buy a story of? I have not heard it. I'm not
Okay.
one that would, please, 1 minute. I'm not one that would discard anything without seeing it. But hearing that they mentioned the Vatican and then Nnamdi Kanu, come
Okay.
on.
You have not heard that there was a clip of Tony Nade. You have not heard that Tony Nade of something.
My brother, please go to that broadcast where they cut it from and listen to Tony Nade again. That is what I'm telling you.
Okay.
Misrepresentation. These guys would
So
take.
that means that is original video, original
Tell them
voice
to
clip.
give you the full video. They've done it to me also. They've done it to me. So I know them. I know their craft. I know how they behave. These are the effects of the society.
Fine, it's okay. Let's move on. I want you to tell me honestly, don't be afraid. And the purpose that I brought you here is that at the end of the day, you will have less people calling you bad names. And people will begin.
You think
It's possible. Everything is possible.
let's see.
Because I am projecting peace. So that is my wish, that at the end of the day, less people will say, maybe he's not so bad as we think. Biko eweliwe nwanne m. Gwa m n'eziokwu nke obi gị. Two good things that you like or you love about Nnamdi Kanu. Just two things. I didn't say 1 million. Two things that he has done. Two things, what he's doing, what you like about him. You can say, I like this about him, I like this about him. Two things. Biko.
Okay. Not actually that I like.
I said like. After like, I'll bring another one. I'll bring dislike.
I'm coming. I wouldn't use the word like. Sometimes you respect things not because they are good or you like them, but you salute something, not out of respect.
Okay.
Like
You salute.
his boldness to con a whole nation. A nation.
Come again.
I said the only thing I salute is his courage to steal from a whole nation, to con a whole nation. A nation that prides itself as one of the smartest in the world and the smartest black nation in the whole world. So,
but when I say like, it's not that like doesn't go with something negative. Then you have to put it on the side of what you don't like. You see,
if that's the case, if one side like that, there is nothing. There is no single thing about him that I like, and let me show you why. Because
no, excuse me.
You can please let me land. Okay. There is nothing. There is nothing he's doing today that no one else has done. That there are no people who've done them in the past. You can't show me a single thing. He started. He's a pioneer. Not one. You cannot mention a single thing he started. And I know how they behave. When you answer that you like this, you like that, they will go and cut it. So I know them. That's why I love being honest when I'm treating issue concerning them. There is no single thing.
Okay, good. Then I wanted to ask you two things that you like about him and two things that you don't like. But now, because you refuse to answer what you like, there's no need to bring what you don't like. So automatically, it shows that you don't. You
There are other things, many things about him I don't like. The lies.
excuse me, Ijele, please, excuse me. Excuse me. You have already concluded that there is nothing you like. So that means it is 100% that you dislike everything that he's doing. So it's okay. So now, have you formed your own group? Maybe like everybody knows that Nnamdi Kano is the one in charge of IPOB. When you say that Nnamdi Kano is not getting anything right, that he is always making a catastrophe in everything. So do you have your own group? And how many men that can take care of all the Fulani herdsmen somewhere? You want your own group, and how many in regards to what Igbo? Madole in when get Igbo,
my brother, my group is nature. I've always told them from inception that I'm a freelancer, and universal knowledge, when you spread it, you actually don't need to be in any group. What am I teaching people? Men to stand on their own 2 feet. Please tell me if you have, let me say, if 20% of every 35-year-old man in every part of Igboland, in every part of Igboland you go, you have 20% of every guy above 35 with a gun. Do you think there's an external threat that will come there and thrive? The answer is no. What I'm teaching people is for them to know that actually they don't need to be in any group to make things work. The only group you need are your neighbors. You gather your neighbors, say, hey,
it's still a group.
Yeah, no,
is it still
not like in the form of IPOB, not like in that form. You gather your people around you, change your environment first before you try to change the country. That's what I believe in, and that's where I think we all should focus our energy. Look inward. Start with your own local government, your own society. Most of the people typing nonsense here, shouting Buhari this, Buhari that and this, don't even know the name of the senator representing their senatorial zone. Don't even know the name of their House of State member, let alone the State House of Assembly representative. They don't even know them. So I don't need to have groups, and I'm not sending anyone in the bush to do what? You don't even have the capacity to sustain it. Starting something is not an issue. It's how to sustain it. Do you have the resources? No. So why waste time on it? My message is a message of hate. Let's go back home and hold our elected officials responsible. Look at what's happening in Nigeria.
He said, let's go back home. What do you mean, all of us, even including you?
What I mean by that is this. Your local government chairman, first of all, start by asking some questions like, is this guy elected or was he appointed by the governor? Start with that first. Get the local government system to start working. And it starts by you asking the most vital question, like, this guy that if I need to go to my village and host an occasion, and I need to block the road, I'm not going to get permission from the state governor or the federal government. I am going to get permission from the local government authorities. So if they have the power to do that, doesn't that mean that road is under their care? How much is he receiving or is she receiving from the state governor every month? Then if you are not receiving it, why are you not receiving it? Why don't you raise your voices? Oh, you weren't even elected. Now let's force our governors to host local government elections. to make Igbos know the importance of political participation. Our political participation is very, very poor. It's an eyesore. People playing a game of numbers that don't want to make use of their numbers. That's what we are, and that's the thing I'm trying to change. That's what my message is all about.
So you don't have any group apart from your neighbors, and how many are that your neighbors?
I work with groups who are reasonable, who are sensible.
But you said, excuse me, I asked you.
I'm coming, my brother.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm giving them my ideas. I go there, like you can't see any comment of mine on IPOB, on any other. Why? Because I consider them who can't absorb water. So why waste my time? You may not see me as a group, but we have people of black minds. We don't have any fiscal group we will talk about, but underground, we run things, we make things happen. If you think it's a lie, ask Nnamdi Kanu what he's facing now, the heat he's facing. Okay? That is the type of group that we need in every.
Can I ask you something?
Okay.
Does Igbos love themselves?
Please, I don't love making a carpet statement. All these overarching questions that need overarching answers, I don't need them. Please, there is no part of Nigeria you will go to, and you have a majority of their population hating on themselves, including in Igboland. Including in Igboland. Whether Igbos love themselves, the answer is yes. We always hear the news about the evil things that are happening when a bad thing happens. We talk about it. But other thousands of good things that happen every day, we hardly talk about them. Take, for instance, all these IPO pigs, all these dummies, all these puppies that are around here. Why do I even like to go to the ghetto every day? To go and mingle with them, associate with them. I'm talking about the ghetto here in Istanbul. I go there, speak with them.
Excuse me. Speak with them. How many Igbos are in Istanbul? Are they up to 1,000?
What? How many Igbos are in Istanbul?
I don't know.
How many Imolites are in Istanbul alone? We are many, but we don't go there yet. But what I'm trying to bring out is this. All those morons, those fools, when there was this constant lockdowns, I did my best to go every day to give them money, spread money around to them. They can't deny it. Even though one of them denied it on live, but none of them can come outside. Even one of the idiots, Steve Nemenike Nendo, they call him Dauda. I've saved the idiot severally. These are the things people do. We don't get to talk about them. We only remember just one bad thing that happens somewhere. We start making all these overarching statements. Do Igbos love themselves? Why would that issue even begin? There are Igbo people you don't even know from Adam that have helped you in life. Then there are your cousins and your uncles who want you dead. It's the same thing wherever you go. In Yoruba, it's the same thing. You go to the Hausa land, it's the same thing. Go to the Fulani land, it's the same thing. Go to Ijo, Ishekiri, Efik, the rest of them, Isha and Bini, Ibibio.
Okay.
Go there is the same
thing. Very soon we will allow people to come in to ask Ijele question, just one question. And please, I would like you to keep your question, because you see, when you come in here giving him bad language, then he's going to give you bad language. So what I'm going to do is to ask him whether I should remove you. And whenever he said, take this person out, I take the person out. Please, we have our link.
Brother, please, let me chip in there. Let me chip in on that one.
Yeah, go ahead.
Please, adding someone or removing someone is your prerogative, not mine. If anyone asks a useless question, I will just ignore the fool.
Okay.
I will ignore the fool.
Thank you.
So it's your show.
Thank you. Okay. So when you said Nnamdi Kano is not getting anything right,
yeah,
why don't you forget about him and maybe start up your own movement instead of each time criticizing him?
Okay, let me tell you, no matter how you try, oil and water will not mix. Light and darkness will never coexist. Truth and lies would never thrive at the same time simultaneously. No, it is never going to happen. Most people who came across my account, though they've taken down a lot of my accounts. Most people came across my show.
Excuse me, what do you mean by that? They have taken down a lot of your accounts. What do you mean?
Of course, even IPOB people, they are bragging with it. Are they going to deny it? They are bragging with it.
Okay.
So let's not even go there. These are criminals. These are terrorists. So many people came across my works when I was exposing fake pastors and doing teachings on religion, telling them how religion is man-made, differentiating between spirituality and religion, teaching them things, making them understand that actually, before these people came and gave us this, we were this, we were that. This is how we started. This is where I can trace it back to. Even though I have not gotten to the deepest end, at least where I am is far older than what they are preaching to us through this Abrahamic system, what we call our Abrahamic religion. And now you have someone propagating fake Judaism in the same Igboland. In this case, only one God must be served. Two kings cannot exist in a kingdom. It's either you take the truth or you take the augmented one, the lie, the made up religion. They are forcing on our people. So there is no way our path will not be please, I'm coming. There is no way our path will not be meeting. Then another thing is this: I talk about history, I talk about geopolitics, I talk about contemporary politics. Then this guy from the same place is putting up many false things that are countering what I'm preaching. At this point, what do you think will happen? Of course, both ideas.
You said which guy is putting up so many things that are contrary to what you are preaching?
Nnamdi Kanu.
He's doing what?
He's putting up lies, falsehoods.
My question is that why don't you ignore him?
No, this is the answer I'm giving you. You are not listening. You are not paying attention.
I am 100%. I'm listening.
Please, okay, let's take for instance. There is no way you will have someone, an Igbo man, preaching to Igbo people that actually these people invaded us, they occupied us, and we are still under occupation. You'll be saying this from one side, and from another side, you have someone telling you that actually it was black people that attracted Westerners into our land and started selling our people. Why would I, a man who understands that actually before these people came, there was no way our people would be selling their brothers for a bottle of schnapps when we've been
brother.
Please, my
brother. That's
brother.
not the question.
My brother, you are not paying. Please, my brother, please. You are not paying attention. Let me tell you why I'm going around like this. Please, you cannot have in a place, in a kingdom, see Igboland as a kingdom. You cannot have on one side one person preaching that our people sold their kings for a bottle of whiskey, and on the other side you have another person telling you that our people know the art of or the science of distilling all these hot drinks before these people came. So there was no way you will sell your brother for a bottle of what you can.
Let me use myself now. Excuse me. For me, you see, Nnamdi Kano is sometimes he talks about Judaism, and which I have looked into Judaism for the past 7-8 years. Because he's talking about Judaism has nothing to do with what I'm talking about, because I know who created all those three religions. He can talk about Judaism anyhow he likes, but that will not make me me to start fighting him the way it looks like you have a personal something with Nnamdi Kano. Because look, I always say that Judaism is bullshit. I always say Christianity is bullshit. I always say Islam is bullshit. Why do I use those words? Because I know who created them. But I will not be coming out each time I said Nnamdi Kano did this, or maybe Nnamdi. So my question is that why don't you happen here and talk about your own message? I have my own message. I have created my own religion. But that will not make me to start. So why don't you forget about Nnamdi Kano and preach your own message that God wants you to preach?
Now, please go back to every video I've made before I came out openly to exposing Nnamdi Kano as the fraudster he is.
Hello, the brother. Please go and put on your shirt. I don't want to see your hairs. Please go and put on shirt.
My brother, let me continue.
Yeah.
Go to all my videos. You will see that it's actually his people that will always bring up his topics and the things he's telling them. Hey, you don't know what you are saying. You think you know better than our supreme leader. You think you know better than Nnamdi Kanu. Ask them, go there and check. They are the ones bringing it up. And you think when they bring it up, I'm supposed to do what?
Hello?
Hello, Master Prophet.
Yeah. Udo.
Good afternoon. My name is Nnamdi. I'm watching from Istanbul, Turkey.
Thank you. We have our brother here, my good brother, Ijele.
Yes. Hello, Ijele. How are you?
My brother, I'm not going to answer anyone who is not on camera.
No, my cam have problem. I'm connecting from my
Sorry,
laptop.
I'm not going to answer anyone who is not on camera.
Okay, my brother, I'm taking you out. Thank you. Okay. Hello, my brother. Shalom, Udo.
He's out.
Okay, so no problem. So, yeah, if it's me, because the pastors in Nigeria are teaching our people about this chasing about the white man. That doesn't make me creating war, because it looks like what you are doing might maybe come to a time which somebody have to harm each one person. You know, may the Most High forbid. Why don't you change your message? Or maybe if you want to create a church, or if you want to become a pastor, for example, or you want to become a prophet, or a traditional workhead, or maybe if you want to create your own freedom fighting group, why don't you create your own and stop creating your own platform, everything against that? You are just against Nnamdi Kanu, that you just want to tear him down.
My brother, let me start from the first statement you made. Politics, some people say we need to be political instead of be in war footing. Please, war is a part of politics. I am not going to initiate harm, but whenever I feel threatened, I will use every power in my disposal to strike back. And when I strike back, I make it hot. I make the person feel pain. Whatever you want to inflict on me, I will make sure I give you uncountable foods of it. So I am not the type of person that will initiate violence. But when it comes, of course, I'll push back. Now, back to what you said about Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu is the reason Igbo people are where they are in Nigeria. Politically, we've lost our place. We've been dislodged by even people who are not up to 80% of our population. Now in Nigeria, how are we making demands? Anyone we are sending to Abuja is already hamstrung by what Nnamdi Kanu is preaching. Now you don't know which one are you, Biafra or Nigeria. Which one are you going to choose from? Why will you be complaining about this when you said you want that? Meanwhile, this
Ijele, he said something. He said something. No, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. I have given you a lot of time to, to send a message.
Please let me finish this.
Okay, finish.
What these people, he is there diverting attention from the real issues of politics to a promise of bringing them Biafra. He has shifted the Biafra date how many times? Now he said it's December of 2020. We are waiting for him. Okay. Now what he is doing is disturbing us and is attracting the military in Igboland. Tomorrow they may have a confrontation with the military guys. Usually the guys that will initiate the problems will be the first to run away. What if a stray bullet catches any of my siblings? What if a stray bullet catches someone that I know? I was there in Onitsha when the Mazob issue started. I tried to work when the military
Ijele,
didn't
please.
That's what I'm trying to avoid.
Please. I heard one time you said something. You are giving Boko Haram a pass.
A pass.
Get out of jail free card. And you are accusing ndị IPOB na ha na-eme ihe niile dị ọjọọ n'ala Igbo.
Can I respond to that?
Go ahead, please.
Okay, please. Before, I didn't say that IPOB are the ones doing all the bad things, but they are aiding those things. Some of the people
aiding on what way? Aiding.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They are aiding in those acts because a lot of people, a lot of criminals are now being emboldened to commit crimes, knowing very well that Nnamdi Kanu will go on air and start ranting Hausa Fulani. Now, over the last 1 month, please, over the last 1 month, why I am sounding the way I'm sounding is this. If you go and check Nnamdi Kanu's broadcast in the last 2 months, is Hausa Fulani did this there, they did this here, they did this here.
So you watch him every time. Before
I criticize you, if a policeman is investigating a criminal, you have to follow him every step of the way. I don't on hand information to criticize people.
Okay,
I watch him just like he's watching. Please, I'm coming. Please, my brother, let me just finish this thing. I went and studied all the things he said in the last 2 months, even towards even within the first 10 days of July. June and July.
You're a good listener, eh?
Listen, my brother. All those crimes, the one in Ebonyi State, those people have been captured. They weren't Hausa Fulani. The one in 90% of all the crimes committed in Igboland, which he attributed to Hausa Fulani, 90% of them have been proven to be false. The other 10 could likely be false, but because I've not done my own investigation, he mentioned about 5 incidents. But let me tell you the notable ones. The one about the bank in Ebonyi State. They were there ranting that it's Hausa Fulani. Those people have been caught. There is no single Hausa man there. There is no single Fulani man there. The one in Orodo, they killed. There is no single Fulani there. It was a land dispute. The one in River State, they were saying, the one they just posted about 2-3 days ago. I shared it about yesterday.
The by Dalon Linenuka only swear take your time ige ya bife. Nelu akwụkwọ gbasịta maka ife ijele kwugasị and ajụjụ dị iche iche a na-ajụ ya. Gịnị ka ị nwere ike ikwu gbasịta maka ya bụ ife? Achọkwa m ka ị drop all ya on the comment section below. Once again, don't forget that this is Eastern News 24. We will give to you the latest news concerning any talk story or what is happening in Biafra land. Alright, dịka o si na dina unu wayela anyị ndidi ya bụ session a ya adị ọ ya abịa ụzọ ịtọ nke a ka bụ nke izizi nke abụọ ka na-abịa, and then nke ịtọ ka na-abịa. So we'll be posting the second one tomorrow. Then I post it tomorrow. On Monday, I get posted the third one. I will wear na ya bife. Ana masika Chukwu Okabia ma gozie Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, gozikwa Maazị Simon Ekpa onye ndu, gozikwa onye ọbụla nke na-ekwu okwu maka nwere onwe nke ndị Igbo, anụkọ esidoro ndị Igbo na mma. Unu ga-adị ka echi na-echi ada agwụ agwụ. Ọ na-aka anyị kwuru na-akọ ya dịrịrị ise. All right, thank you once again and stay tuned at Eastern News 24. Daron Kemesian ụmụnne m.